Hello, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. In tonight's video, actually, it's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm just kind of still experimenting with streaming now that I'm syncing up to YouTube. This is from TradingView. So first things first, let me just show you what I can show you. We've got 25 stocks here that we're going to look at that look to be top performing. These are low volatility. Now, normally I don't usually showcase these, but I'm just doing this out of the goodness out of my heart because I'm that kind of person. Ha 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 ha. So, anyways, these are the categories. And if you got any questions, come to my TradingView Quant Labs. Sorry, uh, Brian Downing QLN. Okay, that's my user ID. All right, so let's take a look at the top 25 stocks. First of all, these are the categories right now that have been pretty hot over the last 5 working days. We got real estate, U.S. biotech, gold, semiconductors. These could be probably shorts, finance, currency as well, and overseas Europe. So we do some international. When I start to see the shorts peaking there, that tells you that the markets are still fairly weak. The other thing is that's important to know is how the markets have been doing today alone. Everything's really wobbly. I'm really not interested in trading right now. It's just, there's a higher probability of losing, so you have to be more investing as versus trying to day trade whatnot. But you can see here, just with the Dow, the S&P, and the Nasdaq, they're just down. It's like it's not a good sign, obviously. So let's get to those stocks. Some of these are real, what we call brilliant winners. Here they are. This is right out of my Python that I can generate this stuff out of. We've got working days, returns, 2050. We've got the closing price, strong strong buys. These are recommendations from institutions. There's a couple other indicators I can throw in that work really well that will measure breakout. So right now, this is what I'm going to give you. I'm not going to go into actual technicals and stuff and timing and everything, but this is what I'm seeing right now. So let me go over to the TradingView charts. So let's create our first chart. Some of these are absolute real winners. You can tell this is the number one right now. It's been doing amazing. We're looking at $62 just March 20. Sorry, March 20th. Look at that price, $67 all the way up to $84. That's a nice 50% return right there. And you cannot ask for that, I don't think. But let's start at the top here of these ones. So the first one is I call it Xenon. I've seen this time and time again over the last few days. Same thing here, $35 to $43. Look at that big move up there. These are right now printing money for you. So that's well over a 10-15% return since April 12th there. So that's pretty strong. As we go down this list, you'll start to see that these become weaker opportunities. So there's not very many, but these are the best ones that I'm finding. So we got here another one called Ollie, OLLI. So we have here, I guess this looks to be some kind of discount store, Ollie's Bargain Outlet. So here's a couple of things I'll tell you what I look for when it comes to these kind of move ups. When I see these big gaps up, and you can see this big, large red volume, this is a kind of stock I'd probably stay away from. It had a pop, $55 to $65. Congratulations. Now you see it going negative again. We see this one here in a gap up. This is the sort of thing I'd kind of stray away from, but it's here. It's low volatility, and it is low volatility. But I wouldn't take that one. Let's take the next one. This one I've seen before, Select Medical Holdings. So you're going to start to see more and more health related, more and more biotech as well. So So here's the other one here. You can see that this one's starting to struggle as it's starting to move up 23 to 29 and starting to struggle. This one I wouldn't take at all because of this pattern. And again, these bad negative uh, volume bars. Okay, but doesn't mean that they're bad. Okay, I mean we're looking for the gems among this list. So we have here MNSI, sorry, MST, Monster Beverage. So this one I've heard has done very well. You can see here $52 to 59, very strong. Drop back again. But let's look at the year to date. I've heard very good things about this stock. Um, so this has been bouncing around here, range bound, but it started to move here April 20th, $52 to 58, and then you start to see this. Let's see. So we got Monster right here. There is still some good recommendations of buyers as well. So that's strong. So that could be more of a potentially an investment. This next one I know fairly well if you've been watching my videos over the last few days. I've been doing a lot of streams here. So this one's Merit Medical Systems. Check this out. Really strong run up. Again, nice 50% return. March 23rd, all the way up to from let's say $66 all the way up to 84. So I'm not the sharpest knife when it comes to calculating these returns, but well, that's about 20-30% return. That's pretty strong. And you can see here, this is the other thing you want to look for. How's it been behaving? And we're working on daily charts here. So you can see here it's done very well with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green chart bars. Now, the next question is what will happen beyond here? Will it dip back? I don't know. I don't think so. And again, one of the ways is you can see the number of strong buys that this thing's getting here. Buys and strong buys, no selling at all. No selling recommendation. That's pretty strong. Okay, so moving on. So again, I've already shown you a few I would definitely take. The next question is, when you're in the early stages like the Monster beverage, do you take that one? And again, there's the fundamentals you need to look at to verify what the case is. Now, this one popped up yesterday as well. This one's Hayward. Okay, Hayward. So again, this probably is medical, but this one's not doing too good. And this is what you're going to start to see as I go down this list. They're not as strong, so that's easy to move away from. GLPG. Hang on here. I just got one of those annoying pop-ups. All right, so GLPG. If you got questions or comments, please let me know. So this is Galapagos. Again, you start to see it starting to retreat. It could bounce back. From what I'm seeing here, it's looking still pretty good. No selling whatsoever recommendation. So more buys than selling. But again, once you start to move up, you have to ask yourself, maybe you're better off to be in the stronger stocks that I've already listed already. So the next one is DRS. I'm going to do another stream after this regarding the ETFs, and you'll see the difference here. So with DRS, we got Leonardo DRS. This is one stock I don't know. So again, this is what I look for. It's done very well up until yesterday. See that big drop in that wick there? This is one I probably wouldn't consider. There's no point to it as it stands right now. Just due to the fact that it's these are the probabilities you don't want to have when you have open trading right now. Okay, so we're at DRS, BATRK. So now, hopefully, you're starting to see a pattern here. There's not a lot of strong stocks. Like I've shown you some of the stronger stocks, and these are all scanned against. All of these are scanned against, including gold companies, right? And there's very few coming up, not in the top providers. That's something to know. So let's look at this one. This is another media company, and again, I don't take these kind of positions like this whatsoever. It may come back. You may go, well, that's a buying opportunity. Look, man, there's just better options out there, as I've shown you. Look, you already got one sell recommendation right there as well. So that's kind of, you know, as I go down, you'll see it gets worse and worse. So, and these are still considered the top ones. So we got CST. I still go through these. So this is now a waste company, it looks like. This one's looking pretty good. That's actually really strong. This one wouldn't surprise me as we go into down markets. It's usually these waste reduction companies that do fairly well. You could see here, I mean, really nice run up, $78 to 91. They'll say, let's say a 20-25% return over the last month, and it's still got the momentum behind it. That one I like. So again, very strong there. And one other way to know if there's a lot of interest in this company is just look at the number of recommendations there are. And again, these are not uh, retail. This is actual institutional investment. So you can see there's a lot of recommendations there. So that in itself is very strong company. I hope I got that. Yeah, so that's CWST. So we're now stepping outside of um, the medical. So that's a good company to watch. What else we got here? LGND. Is that right? LGND. So it's a pharmaceutical company. This one. This one's really choppy. Again, I wouldn't even venture into talking about this. This one's an interesting one. I've seen this before. Fast food joint. Back in the box. Look at that. Kind of choppy, but it's usually these weird conservative companies that do really good. But this is what I'm more concerned about. Just that recent activity over the last few weeks with the red bars, the down moves. Yeah, this is not. This is what I consider doesn't fight like a champ. Okay, so now we're getting into the gold plays. This is one of my better ones. I really like OR, Osiska Gold Royalties. I've talked about them before. This is just nothing but up, $12.50 to $17. I mean, that says it in itself. Even year to date, let me see here. Year to date, it's looking pretty good. Let me do maybe a 6 month. So either way, and plus you earn a royalty on top of it. Let's see if I can get a 1 year. So this is a 1 year. So it's really started to take off. Reflection of the economy. So this is probably your best play you'll get out there for anything gold. Plus you're going to earn a royalty as well. So again, that's a Cisco Gold royalty. Let's continue moving along. So this is a new one I don't know. VOD. 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 Well, VOD. Okay, Vodafone. Interesting. So here, let me pull up the daily. So this is daily data. Yeah, this is not very good. As I said, it gets worse as you go down the list. This is an international play as well. So this is a European play, and why is that happening? Remember, we're now starting to see some of the European performers. It's not one of the better. It's this is considered a better one, so we'll expect to see more of those European ones as well. Okay, continuing along. Okay, so we got Vodafone. Let's take a look at this next one. SOVO. 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 Sovo's brands. Wow, that's a nice run up there. These little red bars I'd be kind of concerned about, but $13 to $18. Not sure if I'd be too worried about it. But here's the problem I have with these type of stocks. Let me see. We'll do a year to date. Yeah, so it's not too bad, but it's just a sudden spike. I mean, you wonder at the price that it's at, $17, can it be manipulated? Tough to say, but let me just see the recommendations on it. So Sovo, okay, so it only has one sell and one strong sell recommendation. That's still in line. Not top, but something to consider. If you got questions or comments, let me know. We are now looking at FR, First Majestic, or we want this one. Oh, Freeport McNamara. Is that the one? No, that's FCX. So we want FR. FR. Where's so? Is this a Canadian stock? I guess so. It must be Canadian. Okay, so this is a silver company. So a Canadian silver company. It's not very strong, but I will say that silver has kind of performed. If you watch my earlier streams from today, SMPL, simply good food company. Okay, so again, very choppy. Very. This is a good swing opportunity potentially. Depends upon the market, but let's see here. Yeah, I mean it looks okay, 3-4. Um, but it's these downswings I get really, really not nervous, but I would just go. I don't know. Next one, CEG. CEG. So these are more diverse. So it's Constellation Energy Company. Again, choppy. And remember, these are the top performers as well. That's the sad part about it. So moving on. So we're looking at CAMT. Some of these can be gold mines, but they're usually obviously at the top. Camtech. Okay, again, really choppy. This is where you start to lose interest in this stuff. MGIC, Magic Software, again, nothing to really excite me here. We got Fizz. Again, choppy, downside, no. I've already shown you what I like here. Excuse me. Oh, okay, continuing more. INDT. INDT. In do trade. Okay, so this is a European play, but again, these gaps, not a fan. Too much red. Moving on. METC, um, Ramoco, Nasdaq. It's a resource company. This I'd be concerned with because when you see these sudden spikes, you could probably get some classic parabolic move back down. But that was METC. So, oh, I got the wrong company. NETC. My apologies. NETC. Neighbors Energy Transition Company. Okay, this one's steady, but again, these red little bars here, $10. Can't really say anything about it. SCRM, Screaming Eagle Acquisition. Again, this looks like a little company. I can't really comment on that. Last company, RADI. So these are considered the top companies right now in my scanning. Radii. Look, this is the bizarre. These are just bizarre patterns. Hasn't collapsed yet from this pump. Must have been a good news, but yeah, I wouldn't take these. So I've already shown you which ones look good. Just rewatch the video. No comments have come in yet. So we'll leave it at that. And I guess, as I said, I'll have an ETF in the next few minutes. So hang tight. I'll be back with an ETF one for today. Over and out.